Private school Averroes, the first Muslim high school to open in mainland France in 2003 in the northern city of Lille, has more than 800 pupils and has been under contract with the state since 2008. Pupils follow the regular French curriculum and are also offered religion classes. But in an October report, the Interior Ministry local office claimed the school was suffering from administrative and financial dysfunction and that some teaching did not align with French Republican values, as the Interior Ministry's local office declines to provide more details on the contract termination. Many Muslims feel France has become more hostile towards them. To discuss this further, we have with us Mohammed Cyrus from Vancouver. Assalamu alaikum. How can the decision be interpreted within the current anti-Islam climate dominating the country?
Alaikum salam wa rahmatullah. Basically, we have to understand that the French colonialism has been going on since the invasion to Africa. This subject, we have to divide it into two different, totally different, separate topic. But unfortunately, the media and the politician are kind of mixing everything into one topic. The first thing is the problem that France and other nations are confronting with the Islamism and terrorism. So basically, any organization that are linked with Salafism or Wahhabi and or the Muslim Brotherhood, basically, so they try to tackle or to put extreme surveillance in order to make sure that the population will not have any security issues. Then comes the Islamophobia atmosphere. So this is a different topic, but unfortunately the media are mixing, so they try to confront Islam versus laicity or secularism. So it become a kind of ideology fight. So France started to recently speak about abaya, the long dress that girls are not allowed to bring at school or to dress at school, the hijab, the beard, the halal food, shaking the hand of women or opposite gender. So basically, they mix everything. So the population basically they don't gonna search about it. So as soon as they see somebody who appear as a Muslim, regardless, if they are peaceful or they are politic Islam, doesn't matter. They are just attacking this. So why is like this? Well, as I said, the French system is a colonialism. So they are this type of assimilation is in order to reign on a nation, you have to force the nation to look like yourself. So you have to dress like the system, you have to eat like the system, you cannot even have your own language. So this is a type of colonialism. The second thing is, because of that, so in order to be successful in France in the politics or in media, you must prove your hate on Islam and religion. So more you say something outrageous in the French media, even if you're yourself a sheikh or yourself from a religious family, as long as you say something outrageous, for sure you will have a position and you will be respected in the media. So this is how is going on the atmosphere in France. So the story of this particular high school, Averroes, which can be translated to Abu Sina school, this is one of the best, if not the best high school in the whole French country. It has been for years finance helped supported by the government, like any other private school. You can compare with the Catholic school, the Jewish school. So basically, is one of the best school in France. If you want your kid be religious and successful in the French system, bring them in that school. But unfortunately, they start to say, well, this school has link with the Muslim Brotherhood. We have to make sure that we're not going to finance people who have link with terrorism, and he has no proof. So that's why now they're fighting in court. But but then in the media, if you speak French, they don't say it this way. They say, well, we don't like women having hijab, and they don't teach laicity enough. You have to teach your kids to accept to, for example, eat pork and so on. So that this is confusing. Are you fighting terrorism, or are you fighting the religion as a core? So if you look at the history of France, not long ago, well, maybe my great grandfather used to fight the Nazi, back in France, and the anti-Semitism in France was huge, and the
Madam Hamid,
same
we have to
narrative
move on
were
to the next
used for the
question.
Jews. Yeah. Yes.
Is the French administration pursuing a wider crackdown on Muslims through law and education?
If you can repeat it once again, I'm sorry.
Is the French administration pursuing a wider crackdown on Muslims through law and education?
Yes, actually, they are working on, on young, since 3 years old. So the law change. If you look at since last year, the law in France force, and it is mandatory to bring your kid from 3 years old at school. So there is no option for that. So they want to make sure that your child is well, civilized, as they call it. So in order to make sure that they will not become, different from the general culture. So the crackdown on the university, on school, on kindergarten, it's something comes along with, making sure that the kids, since their young age, will be able to basically erase everything from their parents' legacy, cultural legacy. So that crackdown, we can see it in that way, in logical way and official way. This is a crackdown against violence and terrorism and political Islam. But another way, this is what we really see when you are in France, that actually this is a crackdown against religion. They don't want your child become a religious person. This is as simple as that. If your daughter has a hijab, you will have a lot of pressure in your life, and living in France. This is how it works.
All right, and thank you so much. Thank you so much, Sheikh.